Okay, I'm back with the remainder of my gear. The only thing I'm not showing in this whole list here is my trekking poles, which are a pair of Cascades carbon fiber trekking poles, which I used on the AT and on the Florida Trail, and I like them a lot. So, but they're not in here. I can't fit any more on here. Anyway, I'm going to start off over here to my left, and it's pretty much what I'm going to be wearing on the trail. Now again, I think the first day I'm out, it's going to be raining, and then it's going to be sunny, and it's going to be raining a few days later. So, I got to bring a lot of things to prepare for that. And it's supposed to get down in the 30s one night. So again, I had to prepare for that too. So over here on your left, I got this little red head hat that I'm going to be wearing. I have it's kind of like a Columbia shirt. This one was made by Real Legends. It's a wicking long sleeve shirt, very similar to we call them fishing shirts down here in Florida. You can call them whatever you want. What I like about this one, well, other than the price, is half the price of Columbia. If you notice on a Columbia, on the sleeves, they have a button here. This is a piece of Velcro, and if you ever try to, with one hand, put a button on that sleeve, you'll know what I'm talking about. And the material's the same. It's got a couple side little zipper pouches on the pockets, and that's on both sides. I have another. I think I bought one and got one free, and I wore the other one on the going through Ocala, and I really loved it a lot. And so that's pretty much the shirt you're going to be seeing me in. And the pants I'll be wearing, again, we call them fishing pants down here in Florida. They're the zip-off pants, and it's made by the same company, Real Legends, and I use them a lot. I love them. So I have a feeling that with the rain and all, I'll be wearing something like that. So that's going to be on me every day. I got a pair of Darn Tough socks. These are kind of like the quarter height. I love wearing sock liners. I don't know what it is. I just love them. This is a pair. I guess these are made by REI. But I'll be using them a lot. I've got my Dirty Girl gaiters. I'm a gaiter person. I love using them. I also really love using a buff. I use them on my kayak. I use them fishing, and I wouldn't leave anywhere without them. They just have multiple purposes, and everybody seems to be using them, so there's plenty of reports and videos on these also. But and to go along with those, I have the same material. I wear these light, they go over my hand. They're kind of a glove. They really don't provide cushion or anything, but they do provide sun protection, and I just like having them on my hands. So I do bring these little braces. I got one for each knee. Sometimes I need them, sometimes I don't, but I'm bringing them anyway. And I'll bring a couple pair of very wicking pair of underwear. They're not ex officios, but they're kind of a champion knockoff of that. So that's what you'll be seeing me on the trail. I'm also in the clothing. This is a long sleeve wicking shirt. I may be switching off that and that, or I might be early in the morning wearing this underneath that and then just going down. I'm bringing a short sleeve shirt too, because it's just going to be wet and cold. I may need another dry shirt, but this may stay home. I don't know. It's a short sleeve shirt. I really like it. It's made by NRS. I use that on my kayak all the time. I am bringing a pair of really lightweight shorts. I think I bought these at Gander Mountain before when they went out of business, and I got them for a steal, and all of a sudden I just love wearing these shorts. They're really light and perfect. Here's an extra pair of wool socks. I forget who they're made by, but they're pretty nice. So going on, some extra thing, I'm going to bring a very light pair of gloves. I like them in the morning. These are those type of gloves. They're made by AG Glove or A Glove, and they have the fingers where you can use your cell phone and be able to type in stuff and text. This is a do-rag, an extra do-rag I'm going to bring. I like having them with me. My shoes that I'll be using are the Lone Peak 3.5, and there's a billion reviews on those also. I've used them. I love them, and I got them in one size larger than my extra size. So while I'm at camp, I have it's kind of got a hoodie on it. It's got a little bit of cotton in it, but there's nothing like at the end of the night, I mean, when you're wet or you're cold or something, just to come in and I'm going to make sure this stays really dry. This is a pair of stretchy long pants. They're made by Champion also. They're real nice. Whether I use them or not, I don't know. We'll see. My little beanie, I'm bringing that. And this is a small little camp towel that I'm going to bring. As far as jackets go, I've got a Columbia rain jacket. I like it a lot. I bought this. I was fishing in the Gulf for tuna fishing, and it was raining on us in the splash, and it was cold, and this kept me really dry and warm. And I've been using it ever since. That's been over a year ago, and it's just my go-to rain jacket. It was kind of inexpensive, and it seems to work real well. It has a real nice hood that has a beak on it, and the rain kind of just drips off it. In the mornings, I like to put on my puffy jacket. It's my Patagonia puffy jacket. I bring that everywhere with me. It's a just in case jacket that I want to bring. So that's pretty much, oh yeah, and then I have a real pair of lightweight, I think they cost me $5, camp shoes just to have around the camp at night. And so that's it. Okay, going back here though now, going into my electronics, this is a bag I use on my kayak. It's a waterproof bag. I keep some electronics in it, but my headlamp, it's made by Lumolight. I've used it a few times. It's pretty nice. I've heard some people had some problems with it. I haven't had any problems with this one, and it's been working really well. So it takes, I think, 3 AAA batteries. Don't hold me to that, but I brought 3 extra ones with me. My battery backup, it's the 20,100 Anchor. It's probably overkill, but I will be out there 7 days, and I do use, which you don't see right now, I'm filming with the iPhone X 10, and it takes a lot to charge this battery. The battery does last a long time on airplane mode, but even still, I'm going to be charging this. And what you don't see here also is my Garmin InReach Explorer, which if I need to, I can charge that also. I'm bringing with me a fast charge. I'll probably just throw that in my bag on the way up, and any place I need to. I'm going to basically just use it to charge up the Anchor battery. It's a 3.0 fast charge. It's a platinum. It just got it. It seems to work real well. Also, I have this is a little Xvino. It's a little Bluetooth thing that I carry around, and it remotely works on my iPhone. I think it's up to 40 feet away, and if I keep this phone on a small little Joby type of tripod, and it works real well with the photos, and it works real well with the videos. The other thing, which you don't see right now because I'm using it, this is a lavalier Pop Voice lapel microphone. Now, if you go back or you look at that video I did with the my Big 3 extra gear, you'll notice a difference in the sound. I mean, I like it. It's got a 59-inch cord. It works excellent. I mean, I did the also the Arc Hall Z-Pack video on this, and I noticed that it worked real well. So anyway, and let's go back to, let's see what else I got going on here. Oh yeah, I'm bringing an umbrella. This is made by Swing, I think it is. Yeah, I think it's made by Swing. I've heard that this company makes all of the umbrellas, and everybody puts their own name on it. So that's coming with me. I'm probably going to be using that a lot with the weather the way it is. Moving on, I think I said I brought those gloves. I got a ditty bag. In this ditty bag is all the essentials, you know, all that little loose crap that you bring, the med kit and all that stuff, and so that's in there. It doesn't weigh much, but it's coming with me. I've got, this here is also made by 3F UL Gear. It's a skirt, a rain skirt, and it fits all the way almost down to my shins. It fits me perfect, and it's extremely light, and that's coming with me. So that is. Here's a luxury item I'm bringing. This is my Silky. It's my Silky saw. It's really, really light, and it works really well. The reason I'm bringing this is I like fires at night. And if the ground sticks are wet and that, I can find dead, dry, hanging limbs or anything that needs to be cut. And this cuts basically one way, this way, and it goes through I would say something about 3 or 4 inch diameter like butter. And I like it a lot. It's coming with me, and I'm going to test it out. So the other thing, of course, is my deuce of spades. I got some baby wipes and some sanitizer. I've got my Foothills trail guide. I'm also going to be, like I said, have the inReach Garmin Explorer with me, and I'll also have Gaia app on my phone, so I'll be able to not get lost, hopefully. This is a type of trip that's really marked well, so I don't expect to have any problems. I heard that cell service, though, is hit and miss, and you really don't have it, and that's why the Garmin inReach Explorer or the Garmin inReach SE works real well, because you can text no matter where you are. You can receive text and send text out. So if I needed to jump off the trail early, I could go ahead and contact my shuttle driver or whatever and come pick me up. And last but not least, I'm going to be testing this out too. This is my NOC 2-liter water bag. It is, compared to the Sawyer bags, this is real flexible, real light. It opens from the top, you slide that off, and so it's got that big wide open mouth. You can just put it underneath and everything, and it hooks, it hooks right to the Sawyer. So I'm looking forward to use that. I take this and I roll this up just like this, and it fits perfect in my Z-Packs, one of my Z-Packs belt pouches. So this is going to be my go-to thing. I'm bringing a couple smart water bottles. There's tons and plenty of water on the Foothills Trail, so I'm not concerned about that at all. So I don't think I'm missing anything. Again, this is it. It looks like a lot, but I think my base weight has gone up a little bit since the last time I spoke, but I think my base weight right now is right at about 11 to 12 pounds. I'm going to do my food cache in the woods, so I'm cutting that in half. I won't be carrying that in the beginning, and since there's a lot of water along the trail, I'm using the small smart water bottle. So even with all the consumables, I'm still going to be probably a little bit over 20 pounds, and that is wonderful compared to the 30-some pounds I had when carrying my Osprey and my other tent. So thank you, folks. I appreciate you watching, and if you could, please subscribe, and I'll link you to the other videos, and stay tuned for my trip. It should be pretty interesting. I'm doing this solo, and it's coming up here in a few days. So stay tuned, and this is Following Walker's World.